The beat is so hard, I had to defeat it and leave it to God. Saw what you could, but it's seasoning all. Brought the leash and I'm feeding the dog. When demons involved, I leave it to God. I leave it to God.
What's good? Just wanted to jump on here and express a little bit. What's up with us? I mean, I'm watching everybody. And this is what I do. I just observe. I observe humanity. I observe humanity. Nobody's really on God like that. I mean, I've seen people pretty much made up their minds that this is how they're going to live. And then you've been lied to so much you don't know what to believe. Your emotions get in the way of your discernment. So it's just the rest of your days the way it's always been. Y'all heard me say that repeatedly. I think because I'm really seeing that church, religion, or whatever you want to call it. I mean, I knew this, but it's really just another silo of income or occupation. And it's always been like that. But to sit back now and see that when society, humanity really, whether y'all are saying it or not, or we're saying it, really would like a true representation of a relationship with God that they can tangibly see. I know we should be in a not by sight realm and just by faith, but everything is so convoluted and Hollywood, illusion based. You got to really see it before it can even really grab your attention, before you can even really say, okay, God. Like I'm not saying this, I'm saying this, but I'm not saying it in a negative way. Like God got to convince you to have a relationship. But I mean, God's not going to do that. God's not going to convince you to have one. It's just really about having one. What is it with you and God that isn't clicking? Your freedom? You're not really free. Your comfort in the pain, in the past experiences, in the what? What's the word I'm looking for? Comfortable in being uncomfortable. Whatever it is that's negative, you're all right with it. Or we really don't believe God can make a difference because we really haven't seen it on the level, because we've seen everything else. But that's the goal. The goal is to disappoint you and put God's name on it. So you won't really step into a solid with God on the level necessary for you to find what you're looking for in here. But you know what? I'm going to continue to do my part, and hopefully somewhere in there, something that is being said to you is going to register, going to move you, not just emotionally. That somewhere in there you may feel the presence of God, that it unctions you to make decisions, to seek God, to seek understanding, to seek the knowledge of who God is and relationship. I mean, I'm really watching this not care, Slim. And I think I just got on here to say that. I'm really seeing this not care. Now, we care about things, but I'm seeing this really not care whether we with God or not. And that's heavy. We just gonna live our life, get what we get, do what we do, how we want to do it, not care and keep it moving. And the enemy got us so locked that we like, I'm gonna be right here. I see God, but I also see the fraudulence in it. It's not in God though. It's in the people. We always say that. It's the truth. I mean, this thing was so well orchestrated to keep you disconnected from God. It's amazing. And it's working. Been working. Because then when the people get in and they really attempt to make a solid with God, the enemy doesn't stop. Now you become persuaded by a man, by a woman, by money, by attention, by any of these other things while you in here. In here meaning in the gospel, meaning in God, meaning in Christ Jesus. Now you in here. It doesn't stop. And whatever voids you have, the ones you know about and the ones you don't know about, Satan trying to fill them while God's trying to fill them also. The only reason why God is trying to fill them is because of us not allowing God to just fill them. It's a mess out here. Like for real. And I guess I just wanted to vent. It's bad. A lot of people don't really care, don't really want a relationship with God. This message might not even mean nothing. I'm glad you're watching, though. I'm glad you're listening. I'm going to continue to let you all know that we need our Creator. If we common sense think about it, there are times you need your mom, there are times you need your dad. I don't care how old you are and what you've been through. And we think when we have bread, money, or the things we want, we don't need our loved ones. We do. Man, don't take what you see as the gospel. The only way you're going to really have, I tell y'all this all the time, what God is really about is to find out for yourself. Not at a church, but I'm fine. You go to church, you go to church. It's not in the building, even though you can meet God there. That's facts. But it isn't in the building. God is everywhere. Can meet you wherever you are. But I think people just don't care. They're going to be in their mess and stay there. Or the enemy got you thinking it's too late. It's never too late. Then when you get past those layers, then it's work. And it is work. It's work. But like I'm telling you, you're working anyway. For me, my opinion, you may as well work towards something that's going to help you, make you whole, fill them voids. And then we're used to what we used to. What we used to. I'm making these like past and present. I just see it, y'all. A lot of people, I'm looking at folk. Y'all ain't changing. Y'all ain't changing. That's what you look like. I'm believing that you can if you locked in and put your mind to it and had a solid. But what you look like is, I hear you. I hear this all the time. I've been like this all my life. I got my own perspective and belief system. That's how I'm living. I got God enough. Says who? Because we don't really run nothing, as you can see. How? How? If the president or somebody else decided to go to war, you at risk. We at risk. How you stopping that? You're not. Now we see God. I'm just showing you we don't run nothing. On either side. Can you do something about the prices of groceries? Because the powers that be laughing at boycotts. It's not new. They laughing at protests. They laughing, you know why? Because at the end of the day, we don't have real change because we really don't do something about something. And that's what I'm saying. It's all the way down to the natural level. We really don't do something about anything. Like that's a real thing. Nothing but talk about it and post about it. What you doing, Tim? What I'm doing right now. Trust me, I'm out here. You got to be wise out here. Know what to touch, what not to touch. When to speak, when not to speak. And how to move. Got to navigate through this stuff. We don't control anything, y'all. So in my thinking, if I don't control anything, then I'm going to connect myself to the spirit that controls everything. Well, if God controls everything, what's going on? I talked about this. It's free will. We have free will. We tell our nieces, nephews, sons, daughters what to do. We give instruction. But after they get to a certain age, their free will kicks in because they have it. Their decisions put them in places. Our decisions put us in places. We're sitting in our decisions. We just out here in some busy work activity. We're not really doing nothing. Can't really change nothing. We know if we come together, we can, but nobody comes together. I'm not sitting here asking you to. I'm just showing from a relationship with God level to do something about something for your life to a natural level to do something about your life. It's not happening in either place. How's your health? How's your mind? How's your finances? Can't do anything about a lot of that. Is what you feel like. Somebody else is in control of these things. So for me, I need to be connected to the Creator who has control over everything. And then I need to check my free will and make wise decisions while I'm connected. God can do everything for you that you should have and feel if you let God do that. And I'm not saying folk let God do that. But I'm going to keep talking. That's the God part. God bless.
I leave it to God. Yeah. I talk to God, I can't leave it to fate. Let it land what I put on a page. Not motivated by what's in the safe. I would still do it for minimum wage. Can't manifest what he told me to pray. That burning bush ain't no flame in the sage.